Truth or Sip on the Rocks with Alexander.
All right, truth or sip. If you don't want to answer the question, you have to take a sip. All right, this is for both of you. Have to answer separately. If you had a breath mint, what celebrity would you give it to first? And that's not that they're a bad person. It's just, sometimes celebrities, are talking a lot or other things and their breaths.
Wow.
So what celebrity?
I'm going to jump in and give you time, Michael.
Okay, great.
I'm going to say Alec Baldwin.
Oh, okay.
I feel like he might have eaten something before that I don't really want to smell.
Yeah.
But also I feel like he'd be talking a lot, so there'd be,
yeah,
a lot of that coming my way.
And he's
But
probably...
you don't have the personal experience with Alec Baldwin having stinky breath.
I'd like to.
That's so weird to hear. No, Stan, you have to do it about a celebrity that you know that you've worked with.
Oh, someone we know?
Yeah. Oh, he's taking a sip anyway.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever. What celebrity that you've worked with, you'd be like, oh, girl, I love them, but they could usually always need a breath mint.
I mean, I have a smell celebrity, but it wasn't their breath.
Okay, that works.
Gene Wilder used to smell like talcum powder.
Oh, well, that's not
a
bad.
nice smell.
Yeah.
Well, not really when you're like getting notes and you're sitting next to him, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Michael Urie.
Gosh, I'm gonna sip.
Oh.
I'm gonna sip.
We're gonna doing a lot of sipping.
Somewhere Vanessa Williams is like, thank God. Okay, this is for both of you. Michael, have you ever hooked up with a theater co-star? Don't count.
Oh yeah, sure.
Juilliard, count like professional theater, like Broadway, off-Broadway.
I did. Okay, right before Ugly Betty went on TV, I did a rep of Shakespeare rep at the Old Globe in San Diego, and I hooked up with everyone.
Oh,
it was one of those. This is long before my partner Ryan.
Yes.
This was one of those, like, it was the gig was cut short for me because Ugly Betty became a show, but it was supposed to be a 5-month gig. We did 3 plays in rep. And we did, and it was, we did Titus Andronicus, Othello, and A Midsummer Night's Dream. And as you have gleaned from this interview, I'm a big nerd, and I loved every second of it. And we all everybody in the Shakespeare rep, and it was a huge cast, plus all the other shows that were happening. The Old Globe is this like giant, theater factory. There were other shows happening at the same time. We all lived in the same apartment complex.
Oh my God.
And everybody, and it was one of those, great California apartment complexes where it was on a hill and you open the door and you could just hear the ocean and
Shamu waved at you. Like it was all happening.
And, you would open your gate every night and just listen for where the party was. And I mean, there was some great hookups, not just people. I mean, but that was like Shiley. It was the Shiley Apartments.
Well, good for you because you worked it all out of your system because we know that you've been in love for almost a decade or over a decade. Stan,
over a decade.
Well, we're going to ask you about that because you know how many messages I got like, oh, ask them if they have an open relationship. I'm like, no. Stan, have you ever hooked up with somebody that you've written a line for? It could be theater too.
No, the only one I did, but I would never do it on the job. But I was.
I hope not. Like you look over in the writer's room and there's Stan going at it.
No, I directed a music video in New York. I was just sending Michael a picture that we actually filmed it at the Cock in New York, and Laverne Cox was an extra.
Oh my God.
Cox. So I did have.
You hooked up with Laverne Cox?
No, I did hook up with someone after we were done shooting who had been an extra.
Okay, all right, all right. This is for both of you. Current TV show that is so overrated you can't believe it's popular.
Good question. Current TV show. That's hard because you don't want
to say anything to because you don't want to because you might want to be on it.
If you want to be employed, you better sip, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I asked that question. It's like, I want to be on season 2 of Bridgerton. A
I
celeb.
love Bridgerton. But I have to say that was the first thing that came to my head was Bridgerton. But I actually love it.
Of course you do, because you can't say you don't like it. Because Shonda has ears everywhere. Okay, this is for both of you. A celebrity that you've met or worked with that you're fine with never seeing again.
I went
How
to
long
the.
you got?
I went to the premiere of the Santa Claus 3.
On purpose? Was it open bar at least?
It was when Ugly Betty had first started, and my manager was like, I can get you into the and I just went for no reason. I had no reason to be there, but I went. I was probably my first premiere ever.
It's exciting.
And I'm a big Martin Short fan, and he's in that, so I was excited about that. I was like, oh, I love Martin Short. And at the party afterwards, there was a buffet. And I got a plate of food, and I was wandering around looking for a place to stand, and I saw or sit. There's probably like a high top table, and I saw a table that only had one person, and I sort of gravitated toward it, and this man who was sitting alone said, "You can sit right here if you want." And I was like, "Great, thanks." And it was Jon Voight.
Oh. So many reactions.
Yeah, and I don't know why he was there. He wasn't in the movie. He was probably there for the buffet.
Okay,
yeah. And or maybe he's good friends with Tim Allen, because
probably. Or he's like, is Angelina here? She won't return my calls.
Yeah. I don't remember what we talked about. He was very nice. Obviously, he invited me to sit there, but that guy's crazy as fuck. So I don't ever want to see him again.
Did he ask you to sit in his lap?
No.
Like, in my mind, that's what happened. He's like, come here, pretty boy. Stan. Sip? Oh, my God.
Come on. Nobody?
He's too PC, and he still wants to write for everybody.
I think.
How about Roseanne? I'll say it for you.
No. I would actually. I don't know this. And when we went on Roseanne, and my writing partner Jim Berg said, "Don't do it," I kept thinking that if I could just hug her and tell her everything was okay, she would be normal.
Good luck.
And everyone's like, "Don't get near her. Don't let her touch you. Don't touch her. Don't let her see the whites of your eye." But I just wanted to go like, "It's okay, honey," that I could somehow save her. And
You can't save anybody, not in a relationship, not in a friendship, you just can't save anybody. Okay, the final truth or sip. Michael, did you ever sneak a peek at Nick Jonas's goods in the dressing room during How to Succeed? Be honest. Did you ever kind of look over and be like, that's the Jonas bubble I know?
I don't think. Well, we didn't share a dressing room.
Yeah, but you still, people walk around, and it's theater.
But listen, I like him. So I love Nick Jonas.
We all do,
and
girl.
I actually love the whole fam. All of those boys are so nice, and I even went on vacation with them once, with Nick and Joe.
did you see anything?
Well,
oh, you did.
I mean,
I didn't, but I mean, Joe is. I mean, Nick is sort of like I rehearsed. I went into that show with Nick, and I rehearsed with him, and he was like 19, and I was,
that's legal,
like 30 something then, and like it was more like I was more like an uncle, But we got along really well, and I loved him so much, and I loved doing the show with him. And then we went on vacation, like after we'd closed. And his older brother, only a little bit older, but his older brother Joe was there, and I'd gotten to know Joe a little bit too. But going to like, a vacation with Joe, I mean, Joe
is handsome, because like Nick is cute and he's got all the right curves, but like Joe is handsome anyway.
And like that sort of like smoky,
yes,
sexy.
That's exactly it. Like he's got that like smoky eye going. It's like, girl, tell me your secrets.
And at one point we were like, we were at this resort, and we were in a cabana,
in a hammock, in the sun setting.
it was pretty gorgeous, and we were like, we were sort of away because like they couldn't go anywhere.
Of
they
course.
were the Jonas
they were
Brothers.
mobbed,
they couldn't go. So we were like sort of separate from everybody, and it was like this, and the pool area was like this club area, and at one point a Joe Jonas song came on. And
That's
like when you're like
crazy.
in a cabana by a pool near the ocean and you're hanging out with a guy whose song comes on,
Like, that's
that
hot.
is hot.
That is hot. And you're like, I hope they play the cast recording from How to Succeed.
And he's thinking, I'm here with the clown.
Pom Pom. I'm Pom. Okay,
With Pom Pom the clown.
Stan. Truth or sip? A Golden Girl that you would have replaced.
None. I mean, none. They were
You
all...
have to choose one, or sip.
And with who? And with whom would you set?
Yeah.
And with who would you?
No, they really were the four at their prime, the best people in the best parts. And that's why we're still talking about that show today.
Yeah.
And it was just the right time, and Rue to finally have a starring role, and Estelle to come out of nowhere. I mean, it was just, everything. And Betty taking that part, that's, lightning in a bottle. That's why they say that. So no, I can't.
And
Who was? Oh, I'm sorry, Alexander.
no, go.
Who was Elaine Stritch supposed to play?
Estelle.
No.
She was. I thought she was supposed to play
Oh, no,
Dorothy.
Sorry, Dorothy. Sorry, Dorothy.
Yeah.
Dorothy. Yeah.
So they weren't going to go to B. Arthur originally.
Well, they wrote it in. Susan Harris wrote it as a
B. Arthur type. Yeah.
not thinking she would ever do it.
Why? Why didn't she think she would do it?
B. Arthur didn't do very much. It was funny. The very first pilot Jim and I wrote at CBS, it was a female odd couple, and they brought up getting B. Arthur and Louise Lasser from Mary Hartman. So isn't that weird? Like that.
Wow.
It's just kind of in my sphere, but I mean to actually end up, and Estelle. I mean, I saw Estelle. You did Torch Song at the same theater that they originally did it.
Yeah.
I think we need a Cocktails and Classics TV series, and we need to do Golden Girls. We could also do
Oh my
Love.
God. We pitched that.
Oh,
Alexander, we
Logo.
pitched that idea. We pitched the idea of doing Cocktails and Classics with Golden Girls episodes.
oh, that would be
And
great.
it didn't.
Like Golden Girls would be great. Love Boat, Brady
Yeah.
Bunch. Like, okay,
And
Somebody. Oh, speaking of which,
sure, Jan.
Sure, Jack.
Sure, Jan.
Somebody needs to buy Logo and really make.
Somebody really does. I mean, we love Logo, but they need a little help. Okay, we got to get the show going. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get a word from our sponsor,
We haven't
Fan
started
Daddies.
yet?
I mean, we have, but it's like
Practice.
I have 6 pages of questions. When we come back, we're going to talk to Michael about, of course, Ugly Betty, and then we're going to talk about his Broadway debut and theater during COVID. It's happening when we come back.